YouTube, this is Vargas, and I am back again here with another DVD update. This is a bunch of stuff that I got thanks to Power Movies. I was actually able to meet up with him and, get all the stuff that I bought through him since, the last time I got to see him. So yeah, it always builds up to a lot because, I buy every week, and it just piles up week through week through week, and it's usually 1 or 2 or 3 months of doing that, so it does pile up, and it ends up giving me a lot of content to share. So just wanted to share the stuff that I got this time around. I'm going to segue, like I usually try to do, I'm going to segment it into 4 videos, so hope you enjoy. So let's get started. First things I bought, I'm always in the market for anime. I just love animation, but Japanese animation specifically, since I was a kid, always had something different. It had a different look, it had different animation style, it's just something that always popped to me and said, like, this is different than the other cartoons I watch. I mean, I watch stuff like Robotech or Messenger Z, and it looked different from stuff like He-Man. And I'm a big fan of anime, so I always buy it whenever I can. And Power Movies had a couple of animes in his discount album, which I bought. So here it is. Out of everything I bought, this is the only one that unfortunately has severe water damage. Like really, really bad water damage, which is fine. I mean, as a collector, I prefer things being a little minty. The disc plays okay, so this will be a placeholder until I can find a better copy, because it's really, 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 really bad. But this is Angel Links Volume 1. It says it's in the universe of Outlaw Star, which I don't think I've seen. But again, just unfortunate that it's so heavily water damaged. But again, it's something that happens sometimes. Unless it's a movie that I'm really, really missing. If I'm out in the wild, like at flea markets or stuff like that, I don't pick up stuff that's water damaged. Unless it's something like I really, really need or it's really hard to find. But again, buying through Power Movies or Movie Freak Bazaar, I don't get to look at the disc until I finally get it. And again, for what I paid for this one, I'm not blaming the seller. This is just something that happens when you're, like my buddy Movie John would say, it's a collector problem. It's just something you come across when you buy a lot of movies, and it's unfortunate. But I don't blame the seller. It happens, and he didn't, overcharge me for it. So I'm not mad about it. It's the disc plays okay, so it's fine. This will be a placeholder until I find a better copy, which I tend to do with some of the movies that I buy. Also picked up Volume 4. I think it's Volume 4 of Last Exile. This is a really pretty anime. It does have a lot of CGI, and I'm not a super big fan of CGI anime. I just prefer the older style. It has gotten better. There is a lot of anime that looks really good. They've integrated the CGI very well into the animation. This is very pretty. It does have CGI, and it's very noticeable CGI, but it kind of fits the aesthetic of the anime, so it gets a pass. Picked up the first volume of Dot Hack Sign. This was an anime that was released in conjunction with a video game on the PlayStation 2. I think I only have I've played the first volume, and to expand on the lore, they released this anime, and this anime is one that I have in bits and pieces. It's gotten really, really hard to find anime lately. A lot of anime is already out of print. They release the series, and unless it's a popular series that gets re-released, they only got the one DVD release, and that's it. So it's very interesting to collect for anime because of that. Some of anime series are out of print. So this one, I've come across a couple of volumes. I don't have the complete series, but I didn't have Volume 1 until now, so I'm super happy to get that. Also picked up Robotech The Masters, A New Threat, which is Volume 7, and Robotech The Masters Counterattack, which is Volume 9. Another anime series that I really, really like. This is old school anime. And I have this in bits and pieces. I do not have the complete Robotech, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure there's a box set out there, but again, anime tends to be really hard to find, and if you do, it's really expensive. So whenever I come across anime on the cheap, I pick it up. But it also leads to me not having like the complete series. I'm still missing a whole good bunch of the Robotech series, but I'm working on it. At least I'm 2 down to complete the series. For my never-ending Disney collection, I picked up this. And I mentioned this a bunch of times. My never-ending Disney collection is because I always come across movies that I forgot existed or I didn't know existed. And I wasn't really a big fan of this particular cartoon. It's Kim Possible, the movie. So the drama, the Top Secret Extended Edition. The only thing I know about Kim Possible is from a crossover episode they did with Lilo and Stitch. I love the Lilo and Stitch cartoon, so they made a TV show which I watched. And in an episode, they cross over with Kim Possible. But again, I know nothing about that character. But he had the movie, and I was like, well, I remember her from that Lilo and Stitch episode, and she's like a super spy person. So I was like, I'm going to pick it up. I'm not sure if there's a second movie. I can't remember if I've seen a second movie of Kim Possible. There probably is. So if I come across that, I'll probably buy it because I like collecting Disney. In that note, I got Volume 1 of the 25th anniversary release of DuckTales. DuckTales, woo! Now that song's going to be stuck in my brain forever. I bought at the flea market the second volume of this 25th anniversary release. And it has a pilot and a couple of episodes, but I wanted the first volume, and thankfully I was able to get Volume 1. I know there's a Volume 3 of this 25th anniversary, which I now need to get, but I would really love to get all of the Saturday morning Disney cartoons. I have Volume 1 and 2 of this. I have Volume 1 and 2 of Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers. I have the first season of Darkwing Duck, and I can't remember if they made a second one. I would like to get Goof Troop. I don't have any Goof Troop. I would like to get a couple of volumes of Goof Troop. And if they released it, I think Tailspin also got a couple of releases. Or at least one release. And Aladdin. I have never seen Aladdin on DVD. Again, I'm not sure. It's not something that I consistently Google. But I'm not sure if Aladdin, the TV show, got a DVD release. I would hope so, because the Aladdin cartoon was actually really, really good. I really dug the Aladdin cartoon from back in the day, but again, I've never seen a DVD release of it, so I don't know. But I would like to get all of these Disney Saturday morning cartoon collections. It's also related to Disney because it's part of the Marvel Universe. Picked up The Incredible Hulk Season 2 in this really cool lenticular cover. I have Season 1 of The Incredible Hulk right here. But I don't have anything else, so came across Season 2 through Power Movies, and of course I was going to pick it up, mostly because of this kick-ass lenticular cover. I'm not sure how many seasons of the Hulk there are. I have seen 5 sets of the Hulk, so I'm guessing maybe they released 5 seasons. And I know there's a couple of TV specials released after the series was canceled. One where the Hulk is on trial and he meets Daredevil, one where Hulk meets Thor, and then one where the Hulk dies, the death of the Incredible Hulk. I don't have the death of the Incredible Hulk, but I do have the Incredible Hulk Returns, which I can't remember if that one's the Thor one or if it's a different thing, and the Trial of the Incredible Hulk, and that one is the Daredevil one, so I need to get more Incredible Hulk. Picked up Justice League Season 1 Um, I saw Batman the Animated Series, Superman, and then the New Adventures of Batman, but I never got to see Justice League because at that time, if I remember correctly, it was released only through Cartoon Network, so missed out on everything Justice League. Um, but I am working on it. I grew up watching the Super Friends, so I do have a soft spot for the Justice League. And the Justice League cartoon, as much as I've seen, has really good. I have a volume of Justice League Unlimited, and I have season 1. So I do need to work on getting the rest of the Justice League cartoon because they're really good. This one I own on Blu-ray, and the majority of my WrestleMania events are on DVD. Only WrestleMania 25, 20, 24, 25, and 26 are on Blu-ray, and from 2018 onward, it's also on Blu-ray. So I was debating whether or not to get 24, 25, and 26 on DVD. But Power Movies had it, and I was like, I'm going to get it, because other than anime and horror movies, getting wrestling DVDs is also kind of tricky. So I picked up WrestleMania 25, the 3-disc edition, with the Hall of Fame event. Also comes with the booklet. In the Blu-ray, it's 2-disc. On the DVD, it's 3 discs. And this will work out great because I like collecting WrestleMania. I'm really close to getting the complete WrestleMania releases, so working on that. Picked up season 4 of Star Trek: The Next Generation. In my personal opinion, one of the most beautiful releases Star Trek: The Next Generation has ever gotten. This beautiful box set that's all silver, and you open this bad boy up, and you got the box with the different shirts that they use in the show, and you open that up, and you got, you know, your discs. And I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's one of the few shows that I followed from the very first episode to the very last episode. I never missed an episode of Star Trek, and it's one of my favorite Star Trek related things. They introduced stuff like the Q, which I love, the Borg, which is my all-time favorite Star Trek villain. It's just a really, really good series, and now I have from 1 to 5. I'm missing 6 and 7 in this sets to get the complete Star Trek. And the last thing I got, and I'm really, really happy about this, is Cena, the Warrior Princess, the 10th Anniversary Collection. I don't have any of the seasons, unfortunately, of Cena or Hercules. I do want to get them because I really, really like those shows. What this is that they released a poll asking fans to name their favorite episodes. And what they did is that they got the top 10, 15, something like that, of the best episodes. 16, I'm sorry, it actually says here. 16 of the most voted favorite episodes. They gave them a visual upgrade. If you get the original seasons on DVD, they're TV quality. This one, they gave it a slight visual upgrade, plus a very, very nice set. This is a very, very pretty set. I really like how this set looks. You open it up, and you have Lucy Lawless as Cena, and then Lucy Lawless as Cena in one of the later seasons. I like the costume from the early seasons of Cena, personally. And Cena was a roller coaster, because it started off really good, then it got kind of weird to me near the end, because they got rid of all the Greek gods, and then they went into Christianity and hell and everything. I was like, okay, and then they made Cena and Gabrielle a couple, and I was like, okay, I'm rolling with it. But yeah, it was a really cool show, and I do want to get the seasons, but this is really cool, mostly because of the special features. It has a ton of special features. It has a lot of interviews from conventions, from special events. It has documentaries. The episodes have audio commentaries with Lucy Lawless and Gabriel. It's just a really nice set. You don't get the complete episodes, and watching them out of order is, well, it's in order of season, but you know, Cena was one of those shows that you kind of had to follow each season because things happened. and seeing just highlight episodes is kind of weird. But the special features make it worth it. So definitely recommend this one. This is actually going to be my recommendation of this haul video. I don't know how expensive this is. I don't know if it's out of print or if it's too hard to find, but if you can get a copy of Xena Warrior Princess 10th Anniversary Collection, I would highly recommend it just because of the special features. So yes, I recommend that. Well, thanks so much for watching this video. I have 3 more videos to share with you guys, so please stay tuned for that. But until I see you all again, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.